Yakima County Fire District 5 officials say they've reached a point where their older buildings and equipment just aren't cutting it. That's why they're asking voters to approve an $18 million bond on the November 7th ballot. Apple Valley News Now's Emily Goodell spoke to the fire chief, who says that money would help them make the changes they need to keep themselves and the public safe.
Yakima County Fire District 5 covers all of the lower Yakima Valley, excluding municipalities, and has been doing so since it formed in 1947.
We have never, in all of that time, gone out to the public and asked for a bond issue.
But with their current levy, they don't have the money needed to replace aging equipment, renovate outdated stations in Zilla, Hera, and Parker, and purchase important safety equipment their firefighters need.
We've been about 22 years of that 1% cap on our revenues, and we're falling farther and farther behind every year.
Now they're asking voters to approve an $18 million bond over 20 years so they can fix the problems instead of being forced to make do with what they have.
Firefighters are great at MacGyver solutions.
Like using the space behind their fire trucks at the Zilla station for training, since they don't have an actual room for it.
You'll see firefighters sitting on the tailboard of the fire trucks, folding chairs, sitting around or whatnot. And if we need more room than that, we have to pull fire trucks out of the fire station.
Or how they try to remove carcinogens like asbestos and diesel exhaust or medical products from their clothing and skin that can make them sick without having modern decontamination facilities.
If you can't decontaminate at the fire station, that means you're taking those carcinogens home and exposing your families to them. Be it your husband or wife or your kids. And we just don't want that. We can't have that happen.
It's an added burden in a job that's already stressful, and only about 24 of the district's employees get paid for. Most are volunteers who are in short supply.
We'd like to see about 250 volunteers within our fire district. And today we have about 137.
Plus, their call volume up 22% since 2015, and relying on volunteers means it takes longer to respond, especially in the middle of the night.
They have to get up from their beds at home, have to get dressed, drive to the fire station, get their protective equipment on, and then respond out to the call.
Up to a half hour instead of the 10 minutes it might take if they had the sleeping quarters needed to be able to assign overnight shifts.
Fire doubles very quickly. It doubles in size, every few seconds. And so the difference between 10 minutes and 15 minutes is tremendous. It can be the difference between saving a structure. It can be the difference between life and death.
The fire chief says they need the $18 million bond to make changes necessary to keep their firefighters and the public safe. And the cost for voters to make it happen, 28 cents per $1,000 of assessed property value.
If you have a property that's worth $300,000, it would cost you approximately $7 a month, or about $84 a year.
They're holding open houses this week at those 3 stations so voters can see firsthand what they deal with every day and understand why they're asking for help. In the lower Yakima Valley, Emily Goodell, Apple Valley News Now.
The first of 3 open houses going on right now at Station 3 in Hera. Others coming up later this week. We have all that information on our website, applevalleyNewsNow.com.